Hi there, my name's Sam and welcome to our video on the OPTIX Identifier SnapShot 60. As you can see from the device, it's a ruggedly built magnesium alloy housing with easy to use buttons, and it comes in at a 1.1 kilogram weight. So to start with the device, we need to power it up, and on this side you'll see a nice easy to use thumb screw which we can undo to release the battery compartment that comes out on the other side. There are three different battery compartment types. In front of you here is the first option for batteries in the identifier, and this is the 18650 battery, and there's two of them, and that will just go in to the side of the identifier and sit flush. This solution is only going to be useful for surveillance and spotting and handheld operation. So these are the other two battery options for the identifier. This one here with the four smaller batteries is the CR123, and this is great for shooting, and the tray will go into the identifier and sit flush. However, if you're needing a solution, if you're going out shooting for a longer period of time, you just want that extra battery life, there's this extender pack here which will go in to the device, screw in, and it will sit slightly proud, but nothing that isn't manageable. Okay, once we've got the batteries in place, we need to mount it on your weapon. So we have a nice and easy to use Picatinny system here. You take your weapon and just very simply pop it on and flick those two levers to hold it securely in place, and you're ready to go. Okay, so now we need to talk about what the buttons do. There's four buttons in total on the scope. This one on the side here is the on button. Just simply press it to power the device on. On the top here you've got three buttons. This back button here is your OK button and also your brightness button. The two at the top here, when pressed together, takes you through to the menu, which when you're looking through the scope you will see all of the options. So now we're going to go a little bit more in depth about what the buttons do. This front one here, which has a Z on it, is the zoom button. Press it once for 2 times digital zoom, again for 4 times digital zoom, and a third time to bring you back to your starting position. Okay, so on the top we've got the middle button with an N on it, and that is the NUC button, or non-uniformity correction button. If you want it on, just press it down, and what it'll do, it'll automatically correct the image and refresh the image, and you'll hear the clicking in the device as it does that. If you'd like to turn that function off, you press and hold the button for 3 seconds, and you can do that manually yourself just by simply pressing the button when you would like the image refreshed. Okay, so the button at the back on the top of the scope is your brightness button. There's 4 settings, just keep pressing them to get brighter, and on the 4th click it will go back to just automatic and normal. Just keep playing with that until you get the preference that you like. Also, this button controls whether the heat signature that you see through the scope is white or black. And to do that, you just need to press the button and hold it down for 3 seconds, and you'll see the heat signature through the scope change colour from white to black or black to white. So in the identifier itself we have a variety of settings which I'm going to run through with you now. If you press the 2 front buttons together, you get into the menu, and you'll see at the top it says reticle. You click OK, which is the button closest to your eye, and you'll see it says position 1. There are 5 positions that you can choose from, which are basically the positions which hold your preferences in regards to your zeroing and your crosshair type. So you can see there going back to 1. Next thing is the zeroing of the sight itself. So if we go down to up and down and press OK, you'll see there X and Y. So if I press the the forward button, it goes up the y-axis into positive numbers, and I press the middle button to go back, and it goes back down the y-axis. So press OK, and we'll go to left and right. Select that, and I'll press the forward button, which takes us up the x-axis into positive numbers to wherever your zeroing preference is, and then obviously the middle button to go back down to wherever your zeroing preference is. Select OK to come out, go down to exit, and you're ready to go. The next thing that I want to talk to you about is the colour of your crosshairs. So if we go into vertical again and we go down to colour, click OK, you can choose black, as you can see, auto, which chooses black or white for you, or white, and you can see it change there. So whatever your preference is, and then OK, back to exit. The next thing is the type of crosshairs. So we want to go into vertical again and down to type, click OK, and there's 5 types here, and if you toggle through them using the front 2 buttons, that's type 4, type 5, back to type 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 again. So once you're happy, just OK and exit. So the next thing in the main menu you'll see is brightness. Click OK, and you can manually, using the front 2 buttons, adjust the brightness up to the brightest and down to not so bright. So put that wherever you need it to be, click OK, and you're down to exit if you're ready to go. So the other setting is this one, NUC type. Obviously we know the top button on the device itself will turn the NUC on and off, we discussed that before, but if we go into this, you can do it here as well. So internal, it'll keep it on, and external basically will turn it off. So there's just another option for you. Click OK, click exit, and we're all ready to go. So on the device there are 2 adjustment rings. There's one here at the front and there's one here at the back. The one at the front will adjust the focus, and it just needs small turns to get it right, and then the one at the back will just sharpen the image. Again, small turns just to get it right, and obviously to your preference. Okay, so the identifier also has a image and video capability. This little plug on the side just underneath the power button, if you just pull that out, it takes a Fisher adapter which will go into an external recording device. And on the top, the front button here, which has a Z on it, if you press and hold that down, it will capture an image and it will hold it internally so you can download it later on. Okay, so once you finish shooting, really easy to detach it from the weapon. Unclip, unclip, and we're ready to go. So the identifier comes in this hard plastic protective case. You want an investment of this nature to be looked after. Inside of this Nanook case, you'll see the sponge that looks after everything, and then inside you'll find this carry case, which when you open it, in one side you have the scope, and in the other side you have all of your accessories, battery packs, wires, so on and so forth. We'll take this out, and just very simply pop it off, and you're ready to go.